What's going on, guys? Tegrim here, bringing you another episode of Heroes of Might and Magic Olden Era. We're going to continue on our early access campaign. We're going to pick this mission, deal with a vampire, to awaken Galthran and have an ally with him. So yeah, we're going to get into it. In the last episode we recruited Lafleur after travelling through the Murmur Woods. Apologies if I'm perhaps a little bit more quiet in this episode. I'm going to try not to be, but I'm not feeling 100% today. As you know, there was quite a big heat wave in the UK, and I think perhaps the heat has caught up with me and I've been sleeping well the last couple of days, even though today is actually raining, so gives us a bit of a reprieve. There we go. Gunner. For once, this should be simple. Galthran's stronghold lies somewhere to the north. Time to pay him a visit. We've got both our heroes. Head north, like they said. We've got here. You there, we bring an offer from the Triumvirate for your master, Galthran. Let us pass. Great. Formations. Okay. And I did find the battle animation speed, so it should be a lot better. Nice, there we go. Not too bad. Well, these skeletons are very laconic. Could that be because Galthran is not a lich? Okay. Greetings, travellers. Alas, someone who seems reasonable. I would appreciate the same courtesy in return. My name is Thant. I lead the Necromancers Guild. Shadowspire has no monarch, but in matters of the arcane and the dead, I speak with authority. And I owe you an apology for my earlier tone. More of a network than a governing body. Apology accepted. I am Gunner, envoy of Alvar. Alvar, what interest does your homeland have in Shadowspire? You seek an audience with Galthran. Do we want to tell them that, considering he's not part of the guild? The local lord may know something about recent disturbances in Jardane. What about you? If you're the head of the guild, what brings you here? No, we won't insult him. So it's Galthran you've come for. Are you certain this is wise? Necromancer's Guild has long maintained a degree of respect for Alvar, so I'll be direct. This land belongs to Galthran, a young vampire. Like many newly turned, he is reckless, filled with ambition but lacking wisdom. He believes his newfound immortality has freed him from consequence. He ignores our laws. Yes, he attacked the temple's settlement. And you think that is why we take issue with him? The Dust Treaty was infringed. The temple was free to address its concerns to the guild, per our agreement. That is not our concern here. But the dead, they are our concern. The people of Jardane, some of your people as well, I am sure, entrust their remains to us so that we guide them to their final rest or give them a new purpose. Galthran has shown no such restraint. He has plundered entire tombs, raising hundreds of skeletons without care or balance. Worse, he does it poorly, sloppy, wasteful. An embarrassment. Some of his dead must be returned to the grave. We have a duty to the living and the dead. Do love me a cup of tea. I understand your concern. However, we have our own mission, and entangling ourselves in the guild's internal matters is not within its scope. The horde of undead, raised without care, is a threat to anyone who crosses its path. If you intend to reach Galthran, you will have to carve through them. With due respect, putting down a few skeletons is not beyond my army's power. For sure, but why take them head on? I offer an alternative. There are too many undead here. Destroying them weakens Galthran's forces while he is in torpor and helps both of us. We'll consider it. Do so, and remember, Galthran is no true power. Even if his promises to you are sincere, which I doubt, he lacks the strength to keep them. Deliver him to the guild, he must be reined in. We will meet again. There's something to think about. Put to rest excessive skeletons. Oh, there's a town. XP. Gains luck. Yeah, let's do that. We don't have primal magic. We do have economy. Gains plus 25% gold and resources from piles on the global map. Yeah, sure. These crystals. A vortex of crimson and undead, inside and outside. They are more than a little strange. True. I worked the mines when I was younger. None of these crystals ever pulsated. Still, we should harness these mines for our economy. Bring in the crews. marketplace, not that useful at the minute. Need to be careful now. Right, so that takes us there. However, I'm a little bit scared of that. I think this one might be a long one, so I'm just gonna be sort of as precise as possible. Not precise, like I'm gonna edit out a lot, even from then. And meow, I'm back. Ah, careful, the enemy's not dead yet. Oh, don't fret, I've had my fun. I was hoping to see if you could actually kill me. Sadly, you failed. Curious state, you persist beyond the cycle of endings. How have you come to this, and how do you command voice? If that means speaking, I'd like to know that too. Don't really know either. They say kitten horns are meant to have 9 lives, but I seem to have infinite ones. Can't even taste crystals anymore, it's very distressing. Oh. Do you need some help? Well, now that you mention it, could you find out what made me like this? It all started when I found this amazing place filled with crystals I could eat until my belly hurt. Could have gone looking for answers, but I can't leave my crystals. Tell us, spirit-bound one, as your form shifted, the winds within you changed. Winds? I suppose I actually feel like the wind, even lighter. The crystals hum with unseen will. Must be their fault. Gunner, we have an idea. Let us keep capturing the crystal mines. Hey, hands off my crystals. Alright, so we can't actually grab any of this at the minute. There's another mine there. 2 out of 4 crystal mines captured. That is very scary. We're getting almost 5,000 a day. That's better. Let's go and recruit what units we can. Increase attack. Take the gold. Dust. So we've killed enough regular skeletons. It's skeleton warriors and skeleton archers left.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Did I? Yeah, I did. I've waited for the... Who be there? Elemental being, born in ways unknown, so powerful yet so mistaken. How do you not value thy might, wasting it by serving others? Find those we serve interesting, and you? What might you be? I'm simply an envoy, nothing more. There are forces guiding me, far beyond the petty worries of local rulers. I follow the true king, the one who loves all his subjects and welcomes all who dwell upon this cursed world. You burn, you burn. You are the insects that burn, yet you speak. Indeed we speak, for we are the uplifted. We have recognized the power of the new master, and in return he has ascended us. You, the offspring of 2 elements, may be ascended as well. You don't have to abandon those you care about or think about, for there's room in our song for every being. Only the misbegotten tyrants who peddle the lie of kingdoms and empires shall be condemned. So we'd just be joining a new master. No, for ours is the master who doesn't crave the indignity of his people. To serve him is to love him, and to receive his love in return. Other kings rule through pacts and punishment. He has no need. Will you listen? Will you embrace his words? You'd rather things remain as they are. Burning change is dangerous. It's a shame. You've chosen the wrong side. Resist the Dragonfly King's Herald. Alright. Could it be a familiar garment? We meet again. No need to remind me of our last meeting. It was embarrassing enough for me to remember. So, how's death treating you? I want peace. My mortal life is behind me. I thought I might disappear into this forest away from everything, but it's a strange place, always shrouded in mist, no matter the weather. Nothing can clear it. Deep within, something lurks, something monstrous. People stay away. Nobody comes here because of the monster that supposedly eats any that try. I know, but I still have my sword, and I still remember how to use it. If the beast comes for me, I'll face it, and if it wins, perhaps that's the fate I was meant for. Join me. If you've got nothing less than me, at least make yourself useful. Fight on my side. What makes you think that's what I want? You don't have anything. That's the problem. No cause, no home, no kin waiting for you. If you had, you'd have gone back already. But you didn't. You just wandered off, hoping to disappear. You can rot in this cursed forest, waiting for some beast to finish you off, or you can march with me. At least then your existence would mean something. In my army, you'd have a purpose. No, it's true. I have nowhere to go. I don't want to fight any more wars. I'd rather be lost forever. What? Where'd he go? Guess he made his choice. Ah, another mine. Okay.
A few moments later.
Just need to find the way there. Dragon Utopia always has good artifacts. I don't know where this last crystal mine is. Must be in here somewhere. Well, this may be folly, but ever consider retiring? Every single day, I fancy moving to Enroth. I hear the sun's dimmer there. Just you wait. I've heard Fant might even dim the sun entirely, then we'll be able to truly live it up. Right you are. That'll be the day pigs learn to fly. Continue listening. Things were so much better in the old days. Here you go again. Am I mistaken? Wasn't the grass grimier, the troglodytes more plentiful, and the treasure chests overflowing with gold? And heroes actually took the time to learn something. Now you're just spouting nonsense. All these adventurers have ever learned to do is how to loot the crypts and incite the peasantry against us. Continue listening. What's happened to digging ground? Jadame simply doesn't hold anything of value just below the surface, and as long as those blasted Regnan pirates don't show up, it should remain that way. Things were so much better in the old days. Here you go again. I'm mistaken, wasn't the grass grimier? Okay, it's repeating. Why? What happened to digging ground? Leave? Attack? We're just going to leave. Okay. Yeah, let's just go for it. Just buff the attack, because pretty much can't do anything against dragons damage-wise. Yeah, because they're always immune. It's 2 attack and defense. Strike, that's nice. It's pretty easy. All we did was use a handful of troglodytes. Dragon scale shield. Very nice indeed. Alright. Fireball over here. Yep, okay. Not good enough. Oh, is he still further up? Chateau of Feasts? Could very well be it. Easy battle. I want to know where the last crystal mine is, though. That's Galthran, okay. Portal takes you there. Can't get past there. Aha! Let them run. That's the final mine ready for excavation. Now can you tell me what you're thinking? We believe that the protective weave around the miners is causing the necrotic miasma to disperse. Now that all the mines are filled with vitality, it should have caused the kitten horn to be free of his curse. Sadly, there is nothing they can do about the crimson energy. It's currently present in all crystals everywhere, as far as we can distinguish. Yeah, necromancy and this strange crimson energy sounds like it was a dangerous mixture. At least we were able to deal with one part of the equation. Time to return to the kitten horn, and that is exactly why you're here. What's happening now? My head. You have indulged too deeply in the feast before you. The crystals were tainted with crimson and necromancy. Return to the Murmurwoods, little spirit. Perhaps now, unshackled from this place, the mycelium may mend your fraying threads. You feel a lingering sense of love trailing quietly behind you. What was that? Did you feel it? Maybe going mad, but I think it's spirit or something. Went inside me. I don't want to become a cat. Now that you say it, we feel something swirling inside us too. It's certainly not the spirit, don't worry. It doesn't feel wrong, makes us feel very loved. I'm not sure that makes it any better. I still don't like it. Nice. What is that? Ribcage armor, +4 defense. What was the armor that I've got? +3 defense. Okay, yeah. Well, I think this is probably worthwhile grabbing. Don't think there's really anything left. Don't really fancy fighting those vampires. So we'll just aim to finish this now. That's only green. I'm not bothered about that. Any leftover relics that Gunner has. Giant toad? I've seen that before. Need to ask Lord Galthran why he attacked Sunspire. What drew his attention? It's pointless. The thing won't speak, but we do need to wake the vampire. I'm afraid we'll have to clear the path. Now that the moving bones have stopped, what is our plan? Vant said Galthran is in torpor. A vampire in torpor needs life energy to stir. A good splash of my blood ought to be enough to rouse him. However, it will weaken me badly, and I doubt he'll wake in a pleasant mood. Life energy. We draw ours from the elemental flow. A strong surge of mana might do the trick. But to create a force powerful enough to reach the vampire, we'll likely have to spend all the mana we possess. So either way, one of us ends up before an enraged vampire barely able to stand. Not an easy choice. It's going to have to be Gunner, because he's got the biggest army here. And it's only skeletons, apart from maybe any spells that he's got, but we should be okay. It's time to make my sacrifice. Lose attack. Oh, God. Alright. You offer your sacrifice and nothing changes within you, except for some reason you don't feel quite so loved anymore. Then the sense of love that followed you quietly slips away. Oh. Interesting. What is happening? Some are disturbed, how very inconsiderate. Who are you? What is your purpose here? We are envoys from Alvar. We come to humbly request your aid. We, is the elemental beside you, also speak for the Triumvirate. We speak with one voice. Our elements serve Alvar's will as surely as Gunner's flesh and bone. I see, the great cultural capital of Alvar seeks my help. How intriguing. Lord Galthran, come on behalf of the guild. The legendary Thant himself. I suppose I should be honoured. You stand accused of grave violations, malfeasance, and raising remains well beyond your sanctioned quota. It's a breach of both regulation and decency. The punishment is clear. You must cease your activities and return to compliance. No necromancer is above the guild's law. No one is above. You speak as if I ever pledged allegiance to the guild. Lord Thant, are you here to enforce this? I hold no titles, just the will of the guild. And yes, non-compliance must be met with consequences. And the choice is before you, envoys of Alvar. I have the answers you seek, but if your masters wish to hear them, your forces will need to stand with me. Feared it would come to this. I want to draw them in. Very tanky, especially since I just sacrificed attack and defense. I think we should be okay. Again, 4 attack this round. Gonna ice bolt these, but I'm gonna go for these. Nice. It's 10 temporary units. Heroic strike. Heroic strike, basically done now. Marks an enemy, causing them always to take maximum damage. Fireball, yeah. Lightning bolt. Nice, two lucky strikes. Get rid of those. Yeah, we're going to be okay. We're going to finish this fine. Let's get rid of this one. Oh, they still had these. Oh, my bad. I would have gone for them otherwise. What else we got? Fireball. Yeah, okay. Let's just slap you with it, it's fine. Stop. Every necromancer understands power. I know when I've been beaten. Guild strength is vast, but we both know, here in Jadaim, no force rivals the dominion of Alvar. Respect the guild's authority truly, but Alvar's need is urgent. Lord Galthran's knowledge is essential. We've resolved the issue with the excessive skeletons, haven't we? I suppose that's fair, for now. We'll see what the future holds. Okay, that's fine. Now, as I was saying, Alvar officially requests your aid. Officially requests, huh? Just how official is official, I wonder. Will Alvar officially stand by me when Thant, kinless as he is, decides to cut me down again? In other words, what's in it for me? We defended you against Thant, didn't we? And for that, I'll overlook the rude awakening and the destruction of my undead property. Fine, what do you want? Official recognition, an audience with the Triumvirate, your support behind me. Nice. We got there. I wonder if we could have done anything different about the kitten horn.
Care to introduce yourself properly?
You do enjoy your formalities, don't you? Very well. Galthran, Lord of Grimstone Ridge, renowned vampire, Death Knight.
And from our information, a Death Knight unaffiliated with the guild, correct?
Quite so. I refuse to have my ambitions stifled by a bureaucrat like Thant.
Then you might find Alvar's offer quite promising.
From my reports, you strike me as a talented general.
Flattery is always welcome, but if you think a few compliments will win my loyalty, you're mistaken. What exactly is in this for me?
Weren't we the ones helping you escape Tant's forces? That was our part of the deal.
Ha! I don't rely on favors. I adapt. With or without your intervention, I would not have remained trapped for long.
You will have full access to Alvar's resources and its extensive network of spies.
Uh-huh. Now that's worthy of my attention. Continue.
Balthazar, allow me. Lord Galthran, let me remind you, Jedam is about to be consumed by a force greater than you can handle alone. You do not want to join the guild, and if you refuse to side with us...
Then your only option is to sprout chitin wings and start breathing fire. Hardly a fitting future for a lord, wouldn't you say?
I had not considered matters under this specific angle. My apologies. I am listening. What comes next?
Alright. So that's the end of that mission. We've recruited Galthran. He's level 8. We didn't give Lefleur a chance to level up. We've been very much focusing on Gunner. But that's fine. Expert luck, expert defense, advanced resistance. So he's very tanky. Okay. We're also quite balanced really for that with Gunner. But yeah, choice of mission. Close that. Blessed by the sun, the Templars have long been reliable allies. Fey folk have a rightful claim to this land. Alvar will come to their aid. I'm probably going to pick Bound by the Roots because we've already got negative relations with the Templars, so I think it's kind of a no-brainer. But that being said, that is going to be the end of this episode. Thank you very much for watching, as always, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.